Why do so many leaders, despite their talent and vision, end up failing? What sets apart those who truly thrive? From corporate scandals to leadership crises that shake the world, we've all witnessed top executives falter. But here's the good news. Failure isn't inevitable. Let's uncover the reasons behind these leadership failures and explore how you can avoid them to become a truly transformative leader. Being a leader today isn't just about issuing commands or knowing every answer. It's about navigating complexity, building trust, and guiding people through constant uncertainty. Leadership is no longer just about executing strategies. It's about inspiring your team, connecting with them, and adapting to change in real time. In a rapidly changing world, the modern leader must foster an environment where growth is continuous, communication is transparent, and the team can rise to challenges together. In this video, we'll explore why most leaders fail, and more importantly, what you can do to ensure you thrive as a leader. If you're ready to build a high-performing, high-trust culture, these lessons will set you on the right path. Leadership used to be about stability. You knew the rules, the systems were predictable, and everything had its place. Now, leadership is about adaptability. With rapid technological advancements, distributed workforces, and global crises, leaders face a constant wave of uncertainty. Consider this. You might be managing a hybrid team with a diverse set of expectations. One employee wants mentorship, while another craves autonomy. A third might be disengaged, and it's your job to keep them all motivated and aligned. The pressure to innovate, motivate, and perform without micromanaging is intense, but it doesn't stop there. Ethical questions now permeate leadership decisions. How transparent should you be about organizational instability? How do you support your team's personal struggles without compromising performance expectations? These are tough questions with no easy answers, and they require a leadership style grounded in emotional intelligence and trust. As a leader, you must be both the strategist and the emotional anchor for your team. Adaptability is the cornerstone of effective leadership. Without it, leaders stagnate, and so do their teams. Just look at Kodak. They failed to embrace the digital revolution, clinging to traditional film when the world was shifting to digital photography. Kodak's inability to adapt ultimately led to its downfall. Leaders who fail to pivot in the face of change put themselves and their teams at a disadvantage. In today's fast-paced world, leaders must embrace change as an opportunity to innovate, rather than something to fear. Adaptability isn't just about surviving change, it's about leveraging it to propel your organization forward. Overconfidence and unchecked ego can be deadly to any leadership journey. When a leader believes they are always right, they stop learning, and the growth of the team halts. Take the example of Elizabeth Holmes, founder of Theranos, whose inflated ego led her to make false claims about her technology, resulting in a massive scandal and public disgrace. Ego-driven leadership can blind you to feedback and sabotage team morale. A great leader is someone who listens, learns, and fosters an environment where everyone's ideas matter. Humility in leadership fosters trust, and trust drives performance. Effective communication is essential. When leaders communicate poorly, confusion and misalignment follow. Tony Hayward's handling of the BP oil spill crisis is a prime example of how unclear communication can wreak havoc. His failure to effectively communicate during the crisis only deepened the company's troubles. Leaders must be clear, transparent, and consistent in their messaging. Whether you're delivering difficult news or motivating your team, your communication sets the tone. Clear communication fosters trust, aligns goals, and keeps teams focused. Resistance to feedback is a leadership killer. Ignoring feedback stifles growth and erodes trust. Uber's former CEO, Travis Kalanick, faced criticism for his failure to address the company's toxic culture, which ultimately led to his downfall. Leaders who are open to feedback not only improve themselves, but also create a culture where everyone feels empowered to share their thoughts. This openness promotes collaboration and drives continuous improvement. Feedback isn't just about criticism. It's a valuable tool for growth. Boeing's decision to prioritize profits over safety with the 737 MAX resulted in 2 fatal crashes and irreparable damage to the company's reputation. They ignored critical safety concerns to maintain their production timeline and keep costs low. This disastrous decision highlights the importance of balancing ethics with performance. Leaders must never compromise on safety, integrity, or ethics for short-term gains. Long-term success depends on building a culture that values responsibility and accountability. Under Travis Kalanick's leadership, Uber became known for its toxic company culture. A lack of respect, both internally and externally, led to major scandals and damaged the brand's image. This case reinforces the idea that culture is everything. Leaders who tolerate a toxic culture risk losing everything. Fostering a culture of respect, inclusivity, and collaboration ensures sustainable growth. Leadership is not just about driving performance, it's about creating a space where people feel valued. Fostering adaptability is essential to thriving as a leader. This means not just reacting to change, but actively encouraging your team to innovate and adapt. Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, transformed the company's culture by focusing on a growth mindset, making adaptability central to Microsoft's success. Leaders who embrace change and encourage experimentation create teams that thrive in uncertain times. You must help your team view challenges as opportunities for innovation rather than disruptions. Humility in leadership is powerful. Warren Buffett is an excellent example of this. He surrounds himself with talented individuals, listens to their advice, and acknowledges that no one person has all the answers. Leaders who are humble create an atmosphere where everyone feels heard and valued. This leads to better decision-making and stronger team morale. Humility doesn't mean being weak. It means being open to growth and empowering others to lead alongside you. Clear communication is one of the most critical leadership skills. Indra Nooyi, former CEO of PepsiCo, understood the importance of transparent communication with employees and shareholders. She made it a priority to ensure that everyone in the company understood the goals, challenges, and successes. Leaders who communicate effectively keep their teams aligned and motivated. It's not enough to talk. You must listen, be transparent, and ensure everyone feels heard. Seeking and embracing feedback is key to continuous growth. Ray Dalio, the founder of Bridgewater Associates, made radical transparency and feedback central to his company's culture. Leaders who ask for and act on feedback show their teams they are committed to improvement. Create a culture where feedback is welcomed and viewed as a tool for growth, not criticism. Let me tell you about Louisa. She led a talented but disengaged team and she was overwhelmed. The team lacked motivation and performance was stagnant. After seeking coaching, Louisa began to focus on her emotional intelligence, learning how to communicate with empathy, acknowledge her team's struggles, and provide clear guidance. She started listening more actively, engaging in one-on-one meetings and encouraging her team to share feedback. 6 months later, turnover dropped, productivity surged, and her team was recognized for having the best culture across the company. Louisa didn't change her team. She changed her leadership style, and that made all the difference. These core leadership skills, emotional intelligence, communication, and adaptability, are the foundation for thriving as a leader. These skills influence every aspect of leadership, from decision-making to team dynamics. Emotional intelligence allows you to lead with empathy. Communication ensures clarity and alignment. Adaptability ensures you can pivot when necessary. These skills don't just improve performance. They create a culture of trust and collaboration where people are empowered to give their best. Strategic empathy goes beyond kindness. It's about understanding what drives people and making decisions that move the mission forward while still supporting your team. Leaders who use strategic empathy ask themselves, what's behind this behavior? Is it burnout, confusion, or misalignment? By answering this, they can meet the team's needs without compromising standards. This approach builds loyalty and strengthens team bonds. Which leadership skill resonated most with you? Is it adaptability, emotional intelligence, or effective communication? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. If this video inspired you, don't forget to share it with others. Leadership is a journey, and we're all on this path together. Be sure to subscribe for more leadership insights and stay tuned for our next video on building resilience when everything falls apart. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.